guys, welcome back to Third Time's a Charm. I'm Amaya.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Agnes.
Okay, guys, so today we're gonna start on a new topic. Last time that we recorded, we talked about breaking cycles and like a different bunch of stuff that includes, breaking the cycle. But we're starting a new topic this week. So this week, and I don't know, for however long we choose, we're gonna be talking about friendships. And I guess, the different components that make good friendships and like our friendships and, all the good stuff. So, yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Let's talk about our friendship to start. Let's talk about the three of us. I mean, I feel like we did when we started the podcast a little bit, but not really. We were just like, let's do the podcast. And then we started it, but we didn't really talk about how we became friends. We never talked about that. And I feel like now it's appropriate because we're all 4 years later, guys. So let's talk about that. I feel like we should start with that.
Yes. Okay, so I guess we just start from the beginning. So it all started freshman year. So I'm gonna say how I met each of y'all individually. So I'm gonna start with Maya. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I definitely said this before, but I met Maya at what was it, orientation? Mm-hmm. And she said I was looking a little scary, but she was also scaring me too, very much so. But we were doing a little, I forgot, it was some meet each other type of thing.
We were and rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
And we were in a circle.
I forgot, I met before that.
No, it was actually,
I
was
just
in
saw
the
her with Daniel, and I was just like, this is not. But I was like, I need to be friends with the scary girl so that way.
Please, I'm not scary. Bro.
She's not, guys. She's not scary.
Okay, they don't have to drag it now. Anyways, yeah. So it was So it was orientation.
It was in the gym. The rock paper scissors. Let me stop. Okay.
No, it was in the MAC.
Was it? I thought it was in the gym. It was in the gym.
I met you for the first time in the MAC thoh.
What?
That's
really?
Yeah.
I feel like no.
Because I met you.
The timeline is mixed because I was no, we definitely met in the gym.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember, yeah. So we were playing rock, paper, scissors in the gym. Yeah. And then we had to go around because y'all were together, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah. And then I walked up to y'all. No. And then we were in a group after. Me and Maya were in a group after. And then that's when I met her again.
Yeah, we ended up with Nia and Dorian and the rest of them.
Yeah, but when I came in, I was looking scared of everybody that walked in my path. So, I forgot we had to go meet random people. So I walked up to y'all and I was like, "Hey, y'all." I didn't really have any intention of oh my gosh, it's gonna be a forever thing. It was just okay, let me meet who I see first, and it was cute. I'm happy it happened. From there, I honestly don't know how and why we started hanging out after that. I think it was something where it was hey, you want to go eat or something? But yeah, from there it just flowed. But I don't know, y'all were the first genuine people. Everyone else felt okay, it was a high and by. Everyone's meeting people, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was my first genuine interaction with people on campus. But it was cute. Yeah, I loved it.
And I feel like our friendship is so different. I was just literally thinking about this today. Why are you laughing?
Oh, I want to hear what you're gonna say.
No, but it's different because with my friendships back home, I feel one thing that lacks from them is the accountability part. Mm-hmm. I feel with our friendships, we're so real with each other. If you're going wrong, we're gonna be nah, that's not it. We're not gonna try to sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy how it's been like that since day one.
Yeah.
And we didn't grow up we didn't grow into it. It was just automatically like that. Oh, yeah. That's just crazy.
No, that's true. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of tea was clucked freshman year because Alyssa was awesome. Okay, I wasn't going crazy, but I feel I was going through a lot of stages where I was learning myself and learning other people. So I was obviously getting myself into situations where it's did you think twice before you did that? And I very much didn't. So y'all were kind of my other brain. So it's kind of just hey, Alyssa, I think you need to think about the situation before you actually go into it. And then that's where I kind of realized wow, I actually need a circle
Yeah.
of people who can tell me, like, looking from the outside in, like, you see so much more. Like, I feel like we always say that, but you see so much more when you're looking from the outside in. It's just like, did you see that? And I'm like, dang, I didn't even see that. So I think that was really good. I feel like that's the role y'all played in my life and still play in my life to this day. And I think it's very important, not gonna lie.
I feel like, guys, first of all, we've come a long way. I don't think y'all will never understand the journey, the road that was taken to get here. And we didn't go through like friendship trials. Like, we never really fought. We've never fought, honestly, or like had any major disagreement. But no, like, we've just been, it's been like things that have happened in our own lives, and then us trying to navigate that, and the friendship has just been like, okay, like, how do we work with this? But honestly, I feel like I'm very proud of us. Like, I'm very proud of us, because I know some people don't change, or some people don't even make it to like all 4 years. Like, we met freshman orientation. Like, Agnes was my roommate, my freshman year roommate. Like, I didn't know her coming into school. Like, I feel like that's so crazy. Like, that's such a rare thing to make it this far, because we're graduating seniors, and Agnes graduated last year. Like, coming, like, I can't believe we got this far. It's so crazy to me. And I feel like one of the things that has kept us like accountable, like you said, was like keeping up with like girl code and like making sure we don't break that. Because I feel like if we broke that, it would have been like, it would have been clips. It would have been done. And I don't know. I feel like, well, how do you guys feel? Like, how do you think we did, like, keeping girl code? Or, like, how important do you think it is in, like, a friendship?
Okay, so first, I feel like I feel like there's so many definitions of girl code.
That's
so
true.
when you say girl code, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. Like, I guess for one, like, loyalty and being able to, like, trust your friends for sure. Because, like, coming into school, there's so many other people that like you get to know, whatever, but like knowing who your main people are and sticking by them and knowing that that's like who you want to be friends with and like locked in with, and like choosing them over anyone else is important. You know, I feel like that's one of the main components, at least for me. I don't know what y'all consider girl code, but that for me, loyalty is definitely one of them, and making sure you choose your girls. What do you guys think?
That's true.
I agree, and I'm trying to think of like what makes up the girl code. But like nothing's really clicking, because I feel like it's just things that you should already know. Like it's like you don't do that. You don't do that to your friend. Like you don't go out there and have people talk about them and then still be cool with those people who talk about your friend. Like you might not be engaging in talking about them, but you're still around that. Like you're still a bystander. Like you're still just there witnessing it happen. I feel like something like that, or I don't know, just little small things that is just like you don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really talk about it much, but like the friends that you have where you can trust that they will stand behind you behind closed doors, it's just like, I know if somebody's talking about me, you know, somewhere else, y'all are gonna be like, chill. Like, don't do too much. But like a lot of people don't have that, so I feel like that would be a part of girl code. But like that's like what you said, the whole loyalty thing, where it's like you can trust each other to like back you, but at the same time you could trust each other's word and everything. But I feel like what's unique about us, like we come from different backgrounds completely, and it's kind of just like we accept each of each other's own unique parts and features, and it's kind of just like, I don't know, it's different because it's different from like family, because family, like you're forced to accept it, but like when you have friends, you're choosing to accept that. So I feel like that's kind of what like brings us together and really you know, like bonded us all the time.
And sometimes I'm like, this is so bad, but now that I'm like well into my friends and I'm like set with who I'm friends with, sometimes I'm like trying to get out there and make new friends, but I feel myself pulling back because I'm just like, I don't even have it in me anymore to like, you know, pour into other people and like pour into that friendship, because I'm just like, I don't know, like I was going through college, and especially Oakwood, you really get to like see who's really your friend and who, like, you filter it out as the years go on. Like I've been friends with people since freshman year, and then last year something would happen and we just wouldn't be friends anymore. But it's just like you see people's true colors, and it's crazy how things can change, like, you know. So it's sometimes I'm just like, I don't even want to pour into you as much as like I probably should, because I know like I'm set with who I'm friends with. But it's just kind of crazy because what happens after school? And we have to do that whole process over again. Like, it's a cycle that I don't want to continue.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like friendships is kind of like, in a way, the same thing as relationships where you have to pour in that time, energy, get to know that person. It's taxing. It really is. But, like, for the people that you love and the people that you care about, you're going to pour into them, like, day in and day out. So, I don't know. I feel like it's really important. But it's also hard, like you said, to go find those other friends. Or it's like, okay, I'm willing to put my time into this. I'm willing to put my energy into this. But, like, doing it for the right people.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you do it for the wrong person, it sucks. Yeah. Like, it just feels like, dang, I wasted all this time. And it's just like, where did this go?
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing. So, yeah.
I feel like another thing that really, like, makes, like, our friendships different and what makes it like very strong and still standing is the fact like we don't have any jealousy, because I feel like that's what breaks a lot of like friendships, especially with girls. Like they just get jealous of each other. And I used to be like, I think it's because like we all do different things and we're all different, but like not really. Like me and Maya are in the same major, but it's like it's never been that. Like it's like we're there for each other fully. Like you got this girl, like, even if we're doing the same exact thing, like, we're there for each other, like, nobody gets jealous of anything. And I feel like that right there, like, really helps. Because then, like, you're not losing yourself. Like, you're just bettering yourself together. And, like, it's just such a beautiful thing to not have that. And, like, it makes you even feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
At the same time. So.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes there's those groups where it's like, okay, this one person, they have, you know, this tight-knit relationship, and then the other person, like, they're just standing out, and it's just like, dang, I wish I kind of had that. But I never felt that. Like, I feel like we each have our own unique relationships where it's like we learn different things from each other, and, you know, like, we bond over different things. So I think because we have that and we have different things that kind of like connects us, I feel like that supports why there is no jealousy. Because when there is jealousy, it's like people are finding things in someone else that they wish they had, and that doesn't happen.
That doesn't work.
So, it never works. Oh yeah,
sure. Like it can be so damaging.
Yeah.
I don't know how we just skipped over all that mess.
Yeah,
we really avoided all of that.
I'm so glad because baby, I don't nasty.
Guys.
Uh-oh. Like you have
I was like, when you pause.
We've had, like, I could say that we've had good friendships over, like, the girls that we've known, but the guys that we've known.
Oh, girl.
Why do you have to go there?
Speaking of friendships.
Oh.
Guys, it's been really bad. Let me not even say it like that. I'm not going to be like, oh, all the guys that we met are terrible people and blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, if we're talking about friendships and friendships, and I know they're going to be like, why would we even? But no, let's get there. Let's go there because it's important. I feel like it's important because, I mean, like, your girls are your girls, like, obviously. But then sometimes it's just like, but what about the guys? Like, you know, like, are we cool with them? Is there anything going on besides a friendship? Like, are there ulterior motives? Like, you know? And sometimes, you know, you just, I don't know. But there's definitely been different experiences, at least in my opinion. Like, but what do y'all think? Because, I mean, I feel like we haven't had a good run.
I'm trying to think, because, like, guys, when I told you, like, we sat there in our Carter beds and our Wade beds and our Peterson beds and, like, literally strategize and try to pick a guy to join our group.
Aww.
What did you We did. And we've tried 3 different guys, okay? That sounds bad. We tried it 3 times and it did not work out. Like, we tried someone really close to, like, our personalities. It didn't work out. Someone very different from our personalities didn't work out. Like, all the guys that we've tried to include in the group, it just has not worked out. And, like, one thing about us is, like, if one of us doesn't rock with you, like, you're done.
Bye-bye. No, that's real. I don't know. I feel like I will say, I feel like I had a pretty good run, like, with guy
I
friendships?
feel like I do now.
Okay,
Like,
but not in the back.
No, I feel like individually,
Oh yeah, individually.
like
Yeah.
individually, like myself,
yeah,
I
yeah.
have good guy friends.
Yeah. Mhm.
But like integrating them into the group has been a nightmare. It's been
Yeah.
terrible. I know that sounds bad, like integrating them into the group and like picking and choosing who we want to be friends with. But I'm telling you, but like that's real. Like you probably do it subconsciously, where it's just like, like I don't know if I want this person to hang out with like all of my friends, you know, because they might not get along. But like have like individually, I think right now I have good guy friends, but no, in the past it's been.
And I cherish my guy friends. Like, it's so hard to find, like, good friendship with guys. Like, I know this sounds bad, but, like, guys are scary. And so, like, I'd rather find that friendship and keep you there because I'm scared of the romantic stuff because it just messes things up and, like, people can take advantage of you. But, like, when you find those guys that you could just have a good old time and they just bring something different like that your girlfriends can bring to you and it's just a like whole different experience. So I do really cherish, like once I find them I try very hard to cherish them and there's like no drama except with the Oka guys. They're kind of
That's tea. Oh, that's tea. No shade, no tea.
Please, no, I agree. No, but like what I was saying before, I was kind of like, I don't know. I feel like forming a friendship with guys is different because it's like I feel like we approach the process differently because it's just not like, oh, you know, a girly girl thing is we're not talking about things like that we know for real. I feel like guy friendships, when you really get to know someone, they are usually like deeper. When it's a genuine friend. Yes, it's more intentional because like you're bringing in two different components, a guy's perspective and a girl's perspective. So it's like y'all have clashing beliefs. And it's just like y'all are able to really dig into that and it's like, wow, like that's how you think? Now I know. Thank you. And then obviously if you have advice, you could go to them and be like, hey, so like what do you think about this? And I don't know, I feel like it's really good. Like it's a good balance. I think it's very important to have friends of different genders, but like you said, those boundaries have to be set because sometimes people do like to cross it, but like you have to be clear like, hey, this is what it is and this is what it's not. But those people who can't respect that, bye. Because it becomes unhealthy, it becomes toxic, and it just doesn't get anywhere, to be honest.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I truly believe in that. Guys, set your boundaries. Because I believe, like, you should have guy friends. I don't believe in that, like, oh, girls can't be friends with guys. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, why not?
Yeah.
So you telling me I'm not supposed to talk to any guys until I get married? Or like, that's crazy.
Talk to guys even when you're married
That's
either.
exactly. Oh, exactly. So that's kind of no, that's crazy. Yeah. But just set those boundaries. And I feel like it's easy. In my opinion, it might be easier to start friendships with girls because for a girl, you can just go up and be like, "Oh my gosh, I like your hair. Oh my gosh, I like your fit," and you get to chatting. But for guys, it can be a little. It's a little bit deeper. You know, I don't even remember how.
Do you feel like sorry?
No.
Do you feel like in every, how do you call it, friendship? Like every I guess friendships. Do you feel like either the guy likes the girl or the guy likes the girl, or like he has liked her at some point, or like found her attractive or something?
No,
because I feel like with guys especially, I feel like they don't just befriend anybody.
Yeah, but I feel like that's because they see something in you, and I don't think it's always romantic, but like they see like those sister qualities in you. Like if you know, like I feel like guys in college, or at least from guys that I'm friends with in college, they always say like, "Oh my gosh, like you resemble a lot of qualities that my sister has," and so they like tap into that like brotherly type of vibe. Not like they just see something in you, but it's not romantic. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't really like how the world portrays like opposite sex friendships because it's like there's no way like y'all have been friends for all these years and he's never liked you. There's no way y'all have been friends for all these years and she never liked you. Like there has to be some tension there. There has to be something like a thought or something. But I feel like I don't know. Yeah, boundaries. Like you have to set that within your own mind before you go into it because I mean.
Immaturity. You have to be mature.
Yeah, facts. And it's like when you have that in your mind, that's not even a thought
Yeah.
because it's just purely intentional. It's like I'm really just trying to get to know this person, and I see something in them, and I want them in my life, and I think that's perfectly fine.
That is fine.
But I don't know. I don't like when that whole light that people shine on it, where it's like, oh no, that can't be, because it can.
Yeah, it
Like,
definitely can.
Yeah.
It definitely can.
And
Be mature about it.
Yeah.
Like we're grown. We're in our 20s now, so it's to the point where it's just like, why can't I have friends that are, of the opposite gender? Like, what's the harm in it? And if you start to peep something like boundaries being crossed from him, then that needs to be addressed immediately, because you don't want to lead him on. That could be bad.
You touched the point, like addressing it, because I feel like a lot of people don't address it, and then it becomes something because you're not addressing it, but because you keep letting it linger on. So
yeah, I feel like it's fine. Like, LOL. I feel like along the way, like, obviously, if someone's getting to know someone more and deeper, I feel like, it's natural sometimes for people to get feelings. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's natural. It's like, wow, I really like this person, the qualities that they have. But like you say, you have to address that. You can't be hiding that, suppressing that. Else one day it's going to blow up and be bigger than it ever needed to be.
So what do you guys think is like a key component to having healthy friendships in college? I'll start. So I think one part that's important is honesty. If you guys are honest with each other, then there's not a lot that can go wrong, just building up that trust. And by building up that trust, what you have to do is be honest with each other and let each other know what's going on. So that way you guys can work it out and be civil, So that for me is important, being honest.
along those lines, I would say transparency, because like it's one thing to be honest when it's like, because I feel like you're honest, like, okay, transparency comes by just sharing and being transparent and open without even being asked. But like, when you're honest, it's like I could come up to you and be like, like, what's going on with this and this and this, but like I had to come to you for you to be honest. But when you're transparent, like, you're, what's it called, like, you're being transparent and the other person's gonna be transparent, and just elevate.
I say just making time to pour into each other, like setting specific times where it's like, hey, we're gonna do this, we're going to, yep, it's gone.
Okay, guys, so we want to thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Third Time's a Charm. Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode and the rest of the, the series, I guess, for how long we talk about this. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.